One agency, 12 realtors in the high-stakes competitive world of real estate.
Today is the pricing party for my house.
Will the other agents agree with Vanessa's price?
It only has one bathroom.
But I have a toilet in the basement, so if I add a sink to it, I can call it a half.
Not a basement.
Welcome! I decided to have like a little carnival.
Plus, will a clown seal the deal on this house?
This house, it's beautiful, so I'm very excited.
This house will be sold this week, as God as my witness.
My name is Roy Scott, and I am the broker-owner of Remax Village Square. I've been in management since I was 21 years old in all different industries. This one is the most unique.
We're double agents.
Double agent.
I love that.
That's so good.
Real estate can consume you 24/7.
If you're not really a good professional realtor and a full-time one, you're not gonna make it in this market.
Very busy. When somebody comes to you and says, I need to sell my house and I really want this number and I need to do it by this date and you can get it done, you're successful.
How much do you want it? This is it. We did it. She has her house, her first house.
A deal is never fully done until it's done.
Every day there's something going on, either an email or a phone call to a past, present, or hopefully future client.
Good morning. I can't imagine I'm going to see something that I haven't seen before, and yet I will.
I do work in a lot of caffeine to keep up my running around.
It goes like this in real estate. It's never the same.
Everyone's getting a little out of hand.
My name is Vanessa Pollock. I have been in real estate for about 4 years now. I'm the proud mother of Hudson, who is almost 5 years old. I'm 3 months pregnant, and we're expecting our second baby. The biggest challenge to real estate, definitely, is integrating motherhood and business 24/7, because they are both 24/7. Oh, lovely. I have 6 new voicemail. My phone wasn't getting any calls. Fantastic. I've been considering putting my house on the market, and lo and behold, an agent in our South Orange office, Maggie Callister, has this amazing house that she's just putting on the market this week. So on my way there now to see if maybe it might be the right investment / housing opportunity for my family.
Oh, Vanessa, love it, please.
Hi, good morning.
Come on in.
I'm sorry I'm later than you were expecting.
Am I allowed to do that?
Absolutely. You can touch all you want.
This is a very rare gem. Beautiful Victorian. It's built around 1890.
Now, the seller said that the floors are, older. They're from 1890, so I don't know what condition the floors are in.
This room is insane.
Beautiful, the light in here.
Oh my God.
Huge kitchen, not too shabby.
Oh my gosh,
Big,
this is
big, big.
huge.
She likes the Roper stove. You gotta keep this.
That's great. This is a no-brainer. It has its own backyard accent.
It does. It has its own backyard. I think she likes it.
I think if you can sell my house, I have to buy this one.
Ooh, music to my ears. Are you going to be working with me as my buyer, or are you going to be representing yourself? Because I would advise you as my client one way and as a realtor another way.
That would be a conversation that I'd like to have with Roy.
Yes, I think that you should have that conversation. So just give me a call, let me know.
Right.
There's no guarantee Vanessa can sell her house. There's no guarantee that she's going to come in with an acceptable offer. We don't know.
I have to talk to Roy about the nature of agency in this kind of situation, because if I represent myself, then I would be due half of the real estate commission upon the closing of this transaction. So I think that if she was going to represent me, then the price would have to change, because I would prefer to see that 2.5% come to my family.
My name is Sam Joseph, and I work with Remax Village Square. All right, we're dropping by my house, and I've been here for 3 years. And as you can see when you look around, it's a far cry from the trailer I grew up in Alabama. People know that when they hire me, they're not gonna get a cookie cutter deal. I spend probably an average of 3 times what an average realtor spends on a listing. We make a lot of money. My listings tend to be very high end. And I believe that by putting it back into my listings, that it pays off for me getting multiple listings. It's a great day for a joust, don't you think? It looks pretty great. Lots of velvet. It is not just a job for me. It is my way of getting in some amazing houses without having to actually buy them again.
Hello and welcome!
This is my realtor open house here today. I decided to have like a little carnival. I think it's gonna be a fun day. I should have about 50 to 60 realtors here today for this open house.
I've been living in this house for about 40 years. It's about time now to scale down. Everybody's doing it. I don't want to cut the grass anymore. I don't want to pull the weeds anymore.
The asking price is $539, which is probably about $75,000 under what I would have normally done it. Jean's lived here for 40 years, and there are not a lot of updates in it. In a way, it's great because you have the original floors and the original woodwork. All the doors are the same, beautiful hardwood doors with beautiful glass doorknobs. All that's there. Then again, you've got a kitchen that came over on the ark, you know, that sort of thing. So you have to price it accordingly.
This is the kind of location that comes along once every decade. You're situated on one of the best corners in town and being perched on this beautiful hill.
Usually you go to open houses and they bought some cookies from some store that was half price the day before. And I've got corn dogs, I've got popcorn, I've got cotton candy, jelly bean counts, I've got pickle on a stick.
The description of the open house this morning was, "Come to the carnival." And you're like, wow, what does that mean?
Getting agents to come to your open is actually really, really important in selling the house. Probably the most important thing when you're starting to market a house. And something like, oh, come to the circus, or there's lunch.
If there's a lot of open houses, you know, somebody might get the urge to come here and skip another house. So you get to see the inventory, and definitely Sam's house will get seen, which is the whole idea.
Sam is wonderful. He brought in all the people and all the food and put the two together. And here we are.
To get the realtors here, they know that I always serve a good lunch, and I always do something fun. And I'll have them all here. And it works for me. And it'll work for him, and I'll sell this house probably the next 2 weeks.
This over here, this alone sells the house. Oh, I like it.
And the floor is the same throughout. Beautiful.
Nice.
that.
Yeah, no, that's just now.
More room.
Oh,
Nice.
second floor bedroom.
Nice.
This is a very nice size.
This is nice.
It only has 3 bedrooms.
This is a nice size. You could do a lot with this size. Very light up
This
here.
is-
Like you have 2 kids up here with that. Like
This
that.
is nice because you can stand in it, you know.
Look at the view again.
No, one of the rooms has a closet, the other one doesn't.
Open house went great today. I had over 50 realtors, which is really good. They all liked everything. They love the house because it's just a great house, great location. I've got it priced exactly right. My bet will stand. I will sell this house the next 2 weeks.
Coming up, as Vanessa's pricing party heats up, will she be able to handle the pressure?
This is like walking into a medicine chest.
Maggie is being incredibly blunt.
Hello.
Hey,
You have a
how are
second?
you? Yes, I do. I used to call myself a fireman because I feel like that's what I do sometimes is I just spend my day putting out fires.
You know, I went and saw Maggie's property that she just listed. It's beautiful. I mean, it's really, really great. But she brought up an interesting point that I needed to get your opinion on. As we were leaving, she said, well, you need to decide, are you going to have me represent you and I'll represent you as my buyer, or are you going to represent yourself? Well, of course, I instantly thought, well, of course I'm going to represent myself.
You wouldn't represent yourself, but you wouldn't have Maggie represent you either. I mean, you're going to be a dual agent regardless.
Exactly.
So, but I don't believe in anybody negotiating for themselves on their own properties. So, I mean, I'll step in certainly and negotiate for you.
So if we choose to do something, I'll give you a call, and I mean, I can write everything up, and then you can just present it for me and then negotiate for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All
Good
right.
luck.
Thanks.
It's a dual agency situation no matter how you look at it, because we have the listing and she would be the purchaser, and she's a licensed agent. We kind of have a policy, a silent policy in our company anyway, that nobody represents themselves. You can't really be fighting for one side over the other.
I'm back at Jean's house. We had the open house recently for realtors. Because of that, I have had one showing today already, and I've got 3 more. Jean's only been here for 40 years, so, you know, what can I tell you? This is the living room, of course. If you notice, the hardwood floors, inlaid mahogany. Is this not a view or what?
Can't put a value on that.
Of course. In the wintertime, all the sleds come down the hill. We have fireworks here. You've got a little place right there to sit and enjoy it all yourself. Here's your kitchen. It's all pretty original.
That's amazing.
How great is that? This is your main bathroom. He's only the 2nd owner since the house was built. But this is your master bedroom here as well. This is an actual closet that goes the entire length of this wall. Got one more bedroom here. A lot of furniture. Whoever buys this house, I hope they want some furniture.
It's a neat house. I mean, space-wise, it doesn't compare to what we have now. It's great.
I live in South Orange. I'm only a few houses down, very close to Jean. This house, it's beautiful. It's beautiful inside, it's beautiful outside. It's a great location, so I'm very excited.
This is really good. This is like the best. This house will be sold this week. As God as my witness, this house will be sold this week.
Now that I've seen Maggie's house, and I know the price that she's asking for it, I know what it would take for me to actually sell my current house and be able to buy that. So now I'm realizing, oh, I need to do a pricing party because I need to know exactly how much the professional real estate community thinks I could get for my house so that I know if it's even worth me selling and therefore even worth me making an offer on Maggie's house. My family and I have been living in this house for about 2.5 years. When we bought the house, it was a mess. It's been quite a project. We've really, really poured our hearts and souls into it. It's gonna be a lot of organizing and really trying to make it just staged to perfection. I have a lot of sympathy now for what I put my clients through.
Coming up, Sam confronts some picky buyers.
It has a lot of work that needs to be done.
It is an old house, and it's gonna have things. Look around, and when your realtor comes, we're good to go. Where do you want to start? You want to start living room, dining room? I mean,
Yeah, a lot of outlets.
you've got huge windows in this house. The fireplace is wood burning, and he said it's fine, but I'm sure you'll want to check it inspection-wise, of course, like everything else. Sometimes people nitpick over the tiniest little things, and sometimes I say, let's step back a minute. This house was built in 1880. What are you going to look like when you're 120 years old? If you ignore the wallpaper and the, you know, this could be a really great bathroom.
Wanted to be concerned about the master.
Oh, no, plenty of room.
King bed,
That's
right?
huge, yeah.
Washer dryers on the other side. The other side, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's where the hookup is right there. I don't know what kind of cleverness this was, but I'm sure our inspector will tell us. I mean, just bear in mind, it is an old house, and it's going to have things, you know. It is, and if it's something major, of course, we'll deal with it.
I think the asking price in this neighborhood and for the size of the home and everything that it's going to offer for the long term, I think it's a really fair price.
I agree with that. It has a lot of work that needs to be done, but you can really grow in this home.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your help.
Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye. You have to be kind of quirky like these old houses, you know. I don't do new builds. I can't relate to them. If the house doesn't have some age on it, kind of like me, then it's not interesting to me. They haven't been around the block enough, you know.
Today is the pricing party for my house. A pricing party is specifically when you have realtors from within your own organization come together to give their opinion on what they think the house would list at, and then most importantly, what they really think it'll sell for. My husband and I have been working feverishly, trying to get it ready to possibly put on the market. For me to actually move forward with selling it after how much work and effort and money we've put into the house, This house is gonna have to be well into the 500s for it to be worth our while to make a move right now.
It's like anybody with a friend. I mean, can you walk into a friend's house and say to them, I hate your wallpaper. You know, you really got to do something about it, and your carpet sucks. I mean, you're not going to say that, not easily, unless you have a weird friendship.
It only has one bathroom. When people do a scan in the computer, they see 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and they go, oh, I don't want to see that house, it only has 1 bath.
But I have a toilet in the basement, so if I add a sink to it, I can call it a house.
Not a basement. No, it's not a basement. No.
You gotta do something about your closets. There's no closet on this common wall. Since you have more than 3 risers, you're gonna need something here.
A banister, yeah.
Elegant house. An elegant, unusual, with artistic flair. This is like walking into a medicine chest.
She means that in the most loving possible way.
I love the cabinet.
Love my medicine chest, I know.
Maggie